Hi everyone, this is Tammy at Snowstorm Crafts and welcome. So what I want to do with you guys today is I'm calling it my Peekaboo garden cover. That's what I'm going to call it. And some things that I'm using is for the whole cover part is just the bottom of a paper bag. Just a paper bag. And I've had this laying around, and I'm like, you know what, I should use this. I just did some acrylic paint on the inside, but I'll probably change that anyway. And I sewed around it, which I'll probably sew it again because I'm going to add to it. I folded it in half and just did like an inch spine. So let's see, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by... So it's 6 by 7 is the measurement. And it's just the bottom of a paper bag. So that's the base. And then I want to cover it with, this is just some coffee dyed freezer paper. So anytime that I dye fabric or anything like that with coffee, I'll take it and after I dip it in my coffee, I ball it all up on here and let it dry. And it gets this looking really cool. So I use this in projects. So that's just a fun little thing to do. Okay, and I also want to cut out, I'm just going to trim around the edges here of, this is just some pretty paper, and just cut these out because those are going to be incorporated into it. Plus I did some stickers, and I'm cutting off just the white edges around it. Okay, and I'll be adding some stickers probably throughout. I'm just kind of grabbing stuff, not sure what I'll use. I just have Fabrifix glue, will probably be incorporated. This is just some packaging, and I really like the black part. I think that'll be great in the layers that we're going to do. Some just fabric patterns, you know, all this stuff that goes into like your patterns and stuff like that. So I got a bunch of those. Dictionary. So we need a book with words, would be nice. And then this is just some deli paper with some ink on it. And then also for the center, I'm going to use, sorry about the shine, I'm going to use the Tim Holtz little picture here, and I'm going to put that into the middle of it. Plus I might incorporate some eyelash yarn, and it's just Lion Brand yarn, Fun Fur. Some black soot, and stamps. You never know. Might throw some stamps in there. I got a word stamp and then some bird and words. I think that'll look cute. So what I'm going to do for now is go ahead and start trimming around the butterflies and get that done. And we'll go from there. So I went ahead and put on the freezer paper, and I just glued it on with the Fabrifix glue and did some sewing around it. And what I want to do now is go ahead and grab our photo. So I went ahead and grabbed everything that I'm thinking that I'm going to add to this. We'll start with our picture. just going to do it front and center. So the first thing I want to use is let's see, I think I might do a book page first. So what we're going to do is pretty much just start, we're going to do a hole in the middle. Just doing it, cut it to get it started. And then we're going to rip around. And just kind of line it up to see how you want to do the, so this is going to be the biggest hole that we're going to do, because this will be the back part. So I'm just going to cover up like that. Okay. I think I like that. So that is the first layer. I think I'm just going to glue around it. And then we can always trim off the top and stuff. So just for now, I want to just keep stacking it like that. And then we're going to have different layers. So that's the fun part here. So I told you guys that was going to be the biggest hole is going to be the smallest, because this is going to be the one that kind of frames them, and then we're going to work our way out. So that's how it's going to go. So now you can cut. So what I was thinking too is that we can take just a sanding block here and, you know, just rough it up a little, because it's an old picture. I'm just going to give it a little bit of interest there. And then we can always ink it and stuff when we're all done. And you can ink as you're going along too. You know, before you say glue this one down, you could do some inking around it. Just around the edges and stuff. Helps give it a little more depth. And even fold, you know, you can fold the edges back. Make it all crinkly. It's just easier if you do a little slice in the middle. And then you can start ripping. Okay, like that. I'm just gonna go put some glue down. Now, before you get everything really glued down, let's go ahead and start adding a little, you know, a little interest here. So you could do this. You're going to want to just, you know, pop in some layers here. So you want to leave. So just think about how you want it layered and work with that before you glue down your next layer. I don't know if I like that wing back behind it, so maybe we'll just do that. But then our next layer is going to hide it, so I didn't really glue that part, so I can keep kind of seeing how I want to do that. But you can see, so you just kind of tuck some stuff away, and then do your next layer, and then tuck some more things in there that you want to do. I think dried flowers would be kind of fun to use. Like if you have pressed flowers, I think that would look really cool. Let's see. I also have the Tim Holtz, the curator pack thing with all the little words. So we could pop some of those down in there. You know, just some fun little things like that. Like the circles. Okay. So I'm just going to keep doing this and layer it and see where we go from there. Okay, so this last piece, this is going to be the front of it. I'm making sure that it's big enough to line up around the edges of the journal here, because I want to make sure that it's all the way around. And I can cut all this too, just to make it even. And then we'll cut the top. So I think I like the look of that. And then we got some words here we can add to it. Do it together. Let's see. We'll do it together always. I like that. Okay. Glue this down. I just want to make sure. You know what? Let's cut it. Let's trim it. Then I'll put the cover on, and that will make it a lot easier. I'm going to wind up sewing around it anyway, so some of these layers I wouldn't worry about. Because I think it would look cool to do stitching all the way around it. So I'm just doing a light glue here, just to tack it down. Okay, and then like I said, we can do some stamping. I just have some permanent ink here, just to give it a little more interest. And then we can cut that too. I just cut it on the line here. Love it when a project comes together. So let's do some word stamps. Okay, we can do it back here. Bird. All right. You can go through. Do some inking if you want. Double check everything. Okay, let's see. Is there anything else we want to add to it? Oh yeah, I forgot I had the... Well, you could. Let's see if I can find the end of it. Oh. I guess before we got crazy here, we could have put some in between. Like that. Which you still can. Just pop some in there. That turned out really fun. Just add a little character. So just find what you guys have and make a fun little, what did I call it? Peekaboo Hidden Garden? I think that's what I call it. So I think that's kind of fun. I'm going to go I'm going to do a straight stitch, and I think just do some interest sewing and see how that looks. So the cover is all done. I think the back turned out good. I think the front turned out great. So this is super fun. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it informational. And if you guys could please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you can see my next video when I post it. Like, comment, and share, and let's grow together. And keep on crafting.